Okay, guys, exercise 20.3. I have noticed that some of you are struggling there. Okay, let's look carefully. They say how each scale is divided into intervals. So that's what we need to first figure out for number A. Okay, so there's 4 jugs and each one is differently. Now, I drew this one on my board, okay? So I'm going to quickly show you. But if you look carefully, there's the 1 liter sign. How many lines did it go from 0, because that bottom is 0, to get to 1 liter? Is 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So if I look on the board, you will see that I've tried to draw it like that. Here's 1 liter, okay? There's 0. So I'm jumping 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 jumps. That means there's 4 intervals. So this 1 liter or this 1000 milliliter has been divided into 4 pieces. Do you agree with me? Let's do another example. Here's another jug. There's 1 liter at the top. There's 0 liter at the bottom. Then I've got different intervals in between. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From 0, we are jumping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps to get to 1 liter. That means this 1 liter jug's intervals has been divided into 6 pieces. Now, if we look in the book, again, we can see if something has been divided into 4 pieces, cool. That means it's 250 mils. So if I'm going to go to my original jug, but let me quickly just draw it nicer for you here at the bottom. So here's the original jug. There's the 1 liter. And way at the bottom, we've got 0. Okay, we said there's 4 intervals. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That means after we've done the division sum, because we also know that 1000 divided by 4 is 250 milliliters. So this jug, the first line would represent 250 mils. Oops. The second one would then be an additional, so that's 500 mils. And the last one would be 750 mils before we get to 1 liter. And if you go look, a lot of measuring jugs that we use at home has these same types of intervals. Most of them are in 100. I can have like a big one here. And that means if something is in 100s, you will obviously have 10 lines, mean each line represents 100. This is almost like when we did bar graphs, okay? When we're just dividing it into intervals. So question 1 asks, say how many intervals they are divided. So this one is obviously each liter has been divided into 4. This one also, well, this first one we can say it's been 8 intervals, but it's the same as 4 twice because it's 1 liter and 2 liter. This one is also 1, 2, 3, 4 intervals. This 250 mils has been 1, 2, 3, 4 intervals. So that's all they ask at question A. Then B, what amounts are shown at points A to H? So there's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So there's a few different ones. So once you know how many intervals, you know what each one represents at the end of the day. But you will have to make little notes. You won't just be able to look. You'll have to go and redraw it like I did, because otherwise you won't know if this line, which is number A, is 500 mils if you don't do the maths as well. Okay, so that's one thing. Then I'm just quickly going to rub out the board here. Then I'm going to explain exercise 20.4. And then tomorrow, or when I send the answers again, just double check with the mommy and daddy. Remember, I'm not there to help you. You can't do this on your own. You have to ask an adult for a little bit of guidance, okay? So this one is easy. I'm not going to do this one. We all know 4 liter is 1000. Let me give an example. 3 liter is 3000 milliliters. Okay? 7 liter is 7000 milliliters. Alrighty then. So that's not difficult. Oh, let's take a big number. 15 liters is 15,000 milliliters. Okay, that one is not too difficult. This one that says 5 1/4. 5 1/4 liter. Okay. And they also say convert these liter measurements to milliliters. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So how am I going to figure out how many milliliters there are? Well, I've got a whole number and I've got a fraction here. So you have to work it out separately. So let's just do the 5 liters first. And I'm sure all of you are saying with me, 5 liters is 5,000 milliliters. Yay, you got that. But what about the quarter? Okay, let's go to our little remember guide. A quarter is 250 ml. So that must be true. Why? Because 1,000 milliliters divided into quarters, divide by 4, gives 250. Am I done with my answer? No, I have to add the 2 together. So 5 1/4 liter equals to 5,250 milliliters. It's the same where you say, I live 4,300 meters from school, but it's actually 4 kilometers and 300 meters. Okay. Then the next one, convert milliliters to liters. Remember, now we're going back. So if I tell you 7,000 milliliters, you know it's 7 liters. 3,000 milliliters is 3 liters. So number 2's example, they give us 8,000 milliliters. How many liters is that? Well, we know. We just divide with 1,000 and the answer is 8 liters. The more you do this, the more it's going to just stay in your head. But the next one is not so easy. 3,850 mils. So 3,850 milliliters. Okay. Here we can also break it. We can break that 3 to make 3 liters. Do you agree with me? Yes. But what about our 850 mils? I don't see a fraction like that in the book. So if there's not a known fraction, then it's okay to just write it like this, which means the 3,000 you've broken up into 3 liters. So it's 3 liters and 850 milliliters separately.